Hey everybody, it's a spontaneous life. We are going to thrive. We will eat the best food that will put us in a good mood. Man, when I'm flipping around social media, so many people are like, will you go to my file, Stace, and open this on up? So many people are like, oh, I'm so unhappy. I'm gluten-free. My world sucks. I hate everything. Why? Embrace what is happening to you. Take responsibility for yourself.
You don't have your phone like that.
You don't have my phone like that? Okay.
No.
So
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
It's okay.
I had to do that one.
So let me teach everybody. She doesn't know my phone like that. When someone hands me their phone and asks for something, pull down. What am I searching for? Files. Mine happen to be there already, but you just write the word files. It'll pop up. Boom. And then the gluten-free wrap, which is the way I like to start our session. Ready?
Gluten-free, can't you see? That's a lifestyle for me. It's what I have to do.
Just to be healthy. No corn.
Limited
Dairy.
Exchange is made by gut so happy.
No more blood in my poop. My intestine cleared up.
I'm
better in my butt.
People say it's hard, and I'm like, hey,
What the what?
Never let your food leave you sick or in a rut.
Never let your food leave you sick in a rut. Do not let your food command you.
Command your food.
Command your food. All right. So why are we here? Because
Banana bread.
we want to make the banana bread. The banana bread.
Banana.
This glass, today's glass, is my 50th birthday glass from none other than the Wilson family. Thank you, Wilson family. You know who you are. And if you don't, why would you send me a present?
Oh, boy.
Okay, it was funny for them. So, we already have the oven heating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want this recipe, message us. Send us your email. Go to our website, foodasaprescription.com. Foodasaprescription.com. Where are we right now in the group? We're in the group. This is going to be on YouTube. Just get us your email. If you send us your email, if you get to us, you send us an email and be like, hey man, that gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, dairy-free, banana nut bread look really good. We need some. Great. Hey, you know what's not in the recipe?
The nuts.
Yep.
The nuts.
The nuts. All right. So Stacy's going to get some nuts while I take my measly pleasy. I recommend everybody when you're working in your kitchen, do it with a scale. Scale has helped us tremendously in our journey with being gluten-free and soy-free and all the other frees. We need 348 grams of your favorite gluten-free flour. Now, I filmed a local foods one recently with our flour mix.
Yep, this is the one.
Where did we put that, Stace? Is that in the group?
It's
in the group,
YouTube,
right?
It's in the group.
All right, it's on YouTube. It's in the group.
Places.
348. There we go. I went a little over. I go a little over every time, so I keep my trusty little spoon. Boom. 342, 43. Everybody wants to eat delicious food. Delicious food. So follow us if you're in the mood. You're in the mood. Everything we make is good. Because that's the way food should be if you're gonna put it in your face. It better be good.
It's a song.
What?
Everything's a song.
Everything's a song? Alright, so here's our flour. I already set out some salt. 8 grams of salt. 8 grams of baking powder. Boom, boom, boom. Boom goes the dynamite.
Careful.
What's that? What are we careful about? The dynamite going boom?
Yeah.
Alright, we're just going to mix it together. Then, we're going to move on to our tree eggs.
I did not weigh in this, so I don't know.
Alright, I'll work it out. Tree eggs. We're gonna wing it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wing it. Hey, every Monday night we cook live online, and we're starting to tell people, you send us an email address, we will send you the recipe. Just tell us which recipe it is that you were looking at the time. A little vanilla, boom, and then we're gonna hit 200 grams of sugar.
You say vanilla.
I say vanilla. What do you say?
Vanilla. You say vanilla.
Vanilla, Valhalla. Hey everybody, how you doing? So I have some notes I was going to read to you, and I thought while I was mixing my sugar and eggs together would be a good time, but my memory's terrible, and I don't know what it says on the piece of paper. So here's the deal. We'll take a look at this. I'm going to let this mix until it gets a little bit lighter in color. All right. So listen, we cook every Monday night online. Every Monday night we cook on TikTok and we cook on Facebook. So far we've made,
on the local foods page.
yeah, so far we've had 4 weeks. We made, first week was chicken cutlets. Next week was with a butter herb rice. The next week was pork tenderloin with roasted potatoes in a cast iron skillet with the seasoning that we made. Oh, it was freaking delicious. And then the next one was beef stir fry. That was the last one, was beef stir fry. And in there we also had grandma's chicken soup, which I freaking love. Grandma's chicken soup. And this week, we don't know. We've been tossing it around. We got...
No, we're going to do the recipe that's in the book. The shrimp.
Let me do some shrimp with some pasta and lemon butter sauce.
Lemon butter garlic.
So now, this is lighter in color. Then add 120 grams of coconut oil. So here's where it comes in really handy to have this bad boy. Oh, wait a minute. First, always push down your sides. Push down your sides. Dr. Rob would be proud.
Should I come show them or no?
Nah, that's all right. Just take the thing, get the side, push it down. I think that's self-explanatory. Boom. A little bit more.
We got a semi-portable camera.
How you doing?
Maybe.
Any guesses where I'm from?
I like everybody knows.
Yeah. If you're not familiar, if you're coming in live right now and you're like, who's this crazy person? I am a famous frickin' tap dancer. I was in a show called Tap Dogs.
In the group, so they should know.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you're in the group. Yeah, but this is going to get posted in other places, right? It'll pop up on YouTube. If you don't already follow our YouTube, please go follow our YouTube. If you're on the Tickety, please follow us on the TikTok. It's my name.
/
Come.
YouTube. Okay.
Let it go. Andiamo. So show them your pretty face and those, God, those eyes. I just want to be evil. Go ahead.
Okay, so YouTube, you can find us at youtube.com/ I know it seems strange, but yes, there's a slash and the @ symbol.
In a URL, no less. It's crazy.
LOCA Foods Gluten Free. LOCA FOODS GLUTENFREE.
Beautiful.
And I promise you will find us. I've tried the link on many different browsers. I even posted it on my personal Facebook the other day just to make sure that that was the right thing that we were giving out. What was the next thing that you were going to give them? Our TikTok?
I gave them the TikTok, the YouTube. We're on Twitter if you want to find it. Local Foods. But you're in the group. And if you're not watching this group, join our group. Being gluten-free, mindset matters. Listen, this is all about a mindset. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. And I'm not the first person to say it, but I may be one of the first people to say it when it comes to be gluten-free. Because I see other people struggling. I'm like, why are you struggling? So now we're going to use 120. I know why you're struggling. The same reason why I struggled when I started. But I didn't have to struggle that much because I had Stacy with me already. Because you don't know what you're doing. It's new. Changing something as fundamental as your food, man, that could be stressful.
It is so much easier than it was when I first started.
Over 20 years ago at this point?
10, 11, no, like 14, I feel like.
Tell us what happened.
What do you mean what happened?
What happened? When you started?
Or when I started?
What made you change your diet? Were you having a health issue?
Oh, yeah.
Was your butt tickling? Like, what's going on?
Oh, my.
I don't know.
Health issue. For a long time, I really honestly think I've had this issue probably my whole life. And, you know, our food supply has changed over the course of our lifetimes. A lot of things. But one of the first things that I found when I was changing my diet, a friend of mine recommended me to go see a nutritionist that did what was called an EAV screening. And while I was in the middle of waiting for my appointment for that, I did a whole lot of research because my rheumatologist at the time had asked me to do the blood type test.
And I have to interrupt here for a minute. So many times I see online people say, oh, I've done my research, and they make fun of that and stuff like that. But listen, you have to be your own best advocate. And when it comes to getting a second opinion or getting medical advice, if you go to doctors that all study the same source material, you're going to get the same advice over and over again. That's not really a second opinion. A second opinion would be going, okay, I'm going to go to a traditional Western medicine doctor, and then going to like a functional medicine doctor, right? Am I saying that right? Functional medicine? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, make sure you get a second opinion that isn't of the same knowledge of the first opinion. But please, go ahead. You went to a rheumatologist who, I believe you always say, they weren't from America, so they had a different perspective on helping people,
I mean,
right?
she put me on Western prescriptions, but she also said, listen, this is not a viable lifetime solution. you're gonna want
You
to
need more.
also change your diet.
Yeah.
And she pointed me in the direction of the blood type diet. I found that
Hold
wasn't.
please. You talk about the blood type diet. I'm just going to put the bananas in. I mashed 3 bananas earlier before we got on. I'm going to put them in and mix them in. Then I'm going to put in the dry ingredients. We're going to mix it up. And then we're going to put it in the pre-parchment lined loaf pan we have and cook it for 75 minutes. Yeah, it's a long one. 75 minutes in that pan. But in the meanwhile, please finish your story, Stace. You went to the rheumatologist. She gave you the blood test diet.
Blood type diet.
Blood type
she told
diet, my
me
bad.
to go on the blood type diet. In the meantime, when I first started implementing that, I did get my appointment with that nutritionist that also gave me a bunch of insight as to things I could have versus things I couldn't have, and almost on a range of really bad to sort of okay to really okay. So it was kind of like a range. And while all of that was happening, I knew that I needed to know in my own brain all of this in a way that I could implement into my life. Implement into my life. And so I found someone who actually just came across my feed again today from someone else, but there's a woman, a doctor no less, Dr. Terry Walls, who healed herself from MS by changing her food.
Doesn't mean every single person is going to heal themselves from MS changing their food, but it's very significant that this woman did this.
Highly impactful to my thought process over changing my diet and what it was going to do for my body. You know, as a woman, you're always told to change the food that you're consuming to lose weight or to do whatever else, because our society is obsessed with weight loss and trying to lose weight all the time, and there's a new fad today and tomorrow and whatever. So, but being a female in this society really is the short track to understanding that. So when someone presented me, change your diet, I'm like, yeah, okay, what's new? You know, I mean, I've been being told that my whole life, as well as everyone else, but mainly females in my life, because they don't really tell men that. They do, but they don't. It's not the same thing.
Let's keep in mind that I was told that if I didn't lose weight, I was going to lose my job.
Because you're in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the same thing. It's done differently and from a different perspective, and because of the industry that you chose, you were exposed to it, but most men would not be exposed.
Would not be familiar with it, I know. I'm not most men.
No, I know. And
I'm not most men. Go ahead.
Yeah. So really, my main point in all of this, not to drone on, was more about things have changed over the last 20 years in this industry, and there's a lot more information more readily available now than there was when even I first started to change my food.
When you say this industry, are you talking about gluten-free industry?
I'm talking about alternative lifestyles.
Alternative diets, proactive diets.
Not using a prescription to manage your health.
All right, so
using your food to manage your health.
Something past the pill.
Yeah, but it's just gotten so much easier. There's just so much more research available, even though a whole lot more needs to be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just the master children thing. So, in the meanwhile, while this is being done,
we need nuts,
yes,
right?
we do need nuts. I think it's 128 grams. I don't know off the top of my head, but that might even would have been. So, I'd like to fry this up.
It's
what's up?
Not quite 100% mixed, but we can do that when we put the nuts in, right? It's okay.
What do you feel is it mixed? Because you see it.
That?
Yeah, because that just came off the top. I just pushed it in.
Okay.
That was my fault. So, about 128 grams of nuts, and then we are going
50
to pour
grams, it says. Remove from mixer and fold in 50 grams of chopped walnuts.
Well then, boy, am I glad that you read that. Great. Then it's going to go in here, right?
Okay. That's a little more than 50, but I can
get it right
fold it.
While I'm in the kitchen, I'm always making iced tea if I need it. So, I'm gonna pour my iced tea while Stacey's doing that over my ice.
I'll let you see what Anthony's doing.
You'll see
I don't
some
know if
peels
you
coming out of
see
there
it
because I like to
100%,
put.
but
You'll see some peels coming out of there because I like to put a little bit of lemon zest and some sort of orange or tangerine peels in there. Boom, and there we go. Iced tea is done.
get a
Now,
little extra flavor, right?
yeah. Now, in the meanwhile, we only have about 8 minutes before our dough is ready. So if you're watching live, we made our pizza / bread dough. It's crazy awesome. I'm Italian. I'm from New York. I need pizza or I will die. Sure. Like, don't say die. Don't say the D
no,
word.
we're not on TikTok.
Don't say the D word.
It's okay, we're not on TikTok.
Social media doesn't like the D word or the K word or anything like that. So we make insane pizza dough. I mean, insane pizza dough. So we're gonna post that on our YouTube channel in the next 24 to 48 hours. Right? Sure. 28 to 48 hours. In the meanwhile, that'll be ready in a couple of minutes. We're going to divide that up. And when we divide it up, we'll take 2-3 balls. Maybe we'll freeze some. Maybe we'll keep some handy. It's great for meal prep. You could make...
I'm giving you eyes because I didn't know if you wanted me to pour this or if you wanted to pour this.
Put it down for 1 second.
Okay.
Great. So we make bread with it. We make pizza dough with it. The pizza dough, we do one rise and then put it in the fridge or freeze it. The bread, we do another rise. So we're going to go finish our YouTube video right now. Mm-hmm. If you want that recipe, send us your email and say you want that recipe. If you want this recipe, send us your email and tell you want this recipe. Go to our website, food is a prescription. Thank you so much for being here. We are awesome, and you are too. All right? We'll see you soon. Monday Night Live. All right. In the meanwhile, I'm going to pour this and throw it in the oven. All right, Stace. Let's say goodbye. Oh! Let's sing before I pour. I'll pour it. You really want people to see me pour it.
I do.
But this is the first time we're using this paper, and I'm worried it's gonna.
Fold in on itself.
Yep, fold in on itself.
I know, that's
because
why I was gonna be here.
Got it.
That's why I was doing that.
Because it's a new thing, and we're entertainers. We've had to do crazy things in front of 3,000, 4,500 people, 5,000 people. Pouring this for the first time on screen, easy peasy. All right, we'll get the rest of it off screen. All right. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. The song. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All we do is delicious, because delicious is all we do. All right. That's the end. We'll see you later. Have a good night. I'm going to get the rest out of here. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here.